Let's talk about how to do this prospecting stuff faster, because as you saw going through, it can kind of be a slog. So obviously when you first start out, it's going to take you some time. You're going to have to learn how to navigate pages and platforms and search terms and stuff like that. But there's a few things you can keep in mind to make it happen quicker and more effectively, right? So the first thing is, if you have your search terms, you have your niches and search terms already listed out before you sit down to do your prospecting, that will make a big difference. That'll help you go through more quickly. Also, you want to get really, really quick at passing on a prospect or a potential prospect. So if you land on a page and you notice that they don't have enough followers, you need to immediately close out and go to the next one. If you notice they maybe don't have a good product or you can't find an email address, close out, go to the next one. Again, the goal here is to spend your time only working with or reaching out to prospects that are a good fit or have the potential to be a good fit, right? So for some of those, for example, the guy I found on TikTok, I close out of them, right? I close out. I went a little bit longer than normal just to kind of give you guys some angles of where to find different email addresses, but closed out, moved on to the next, right? You want to be really, really quick at that. Another thing that's really helpful is usually you're going to be collecting personalization information. You're going to be thinking of compliments. You're going to be thinking of maybe custom ideas. Depends on the outreach strategy, but it's best to do that separately. So what I mean is go through, when you find a prospect that fits, you get their, the basic copy and paste information, the website, the name, the person's first name, the email address. You just copy and paste all that stuff in immediately, and then anything else that requires any kind of advanced thought, like personalized compliments, personalized ideas, et cetera, you'll see examples when we get to the exact, the outreach strategies, but anything that takes any kind of mental calories, brain calories to come up with, save that for the end. So come up with a list of a whole bunch of different companies, and then go back through afterwards and then come up with the compliments one by one for them. And this takes advantage of something called batching and switching costs. So whenever you're doing one type of task, you can kind of get into a flow for it. So if you're just searching and filtering and searching and filtering, that's one sort of mindset, right? But then to do hey, let's come up with a custom compliment, that's more of another type of mindset. And it takes time to go between your brain to spin up between one mindset and the other. So it's better to batch it out and just do all of your work that needs to be done in this mindset for so let's say 40 prospects, and then turn around, fire up the let's come up with custom compliments part of your brain, and stay in that for the whole full 40 prospects. That way you're not switching back and forth and having to start up that part of your brain, then start up this part of your brain. You can just stay in that part of your brain. It helps you go much faster. So another thing that's really fun to help you do this is you set a timer. You play beat the clock. So if you set a timer for 5 minutes and you're trying to find a lead within that 5 minutes, it kind of helps you move faster and think faster. If you measure how many prospects you find in an hour and then try and beat that number the next hour, these type of little mental games will help you go through this faster, collect more prospects so you can reach out to more people and get to your first 3 or 4 clients much faster.